looking at the sagittal section of the human head for Bio 158. So starting this off here, we're going to look at this hole right here, which you can see me stick the pointer through. That is the external nair. So that is the external nair. And this opens into this cavity here, and that is the nasal cavity. So when we look in the nasal cavity, what we're seeing are three bones that are curling into the cavity. The top bone is called the superior concha. So that is the superior concha. The middle one is, coincidentally enough, the middle concha. So that is the middle concha. And then the bottom bone that curls in here is the inferior concha. So superior concha, middle concha, inferior concha. Before we leave the nasal cavity, there is this opening at the end of the cavity, and this is called the internal nair. So internal opening is that internal nair. The next area here, all this is our pharynx. This section here is our oral pharynx. Stop. So the next section here is our pharynx, and there's three parts of it. This part, and then this part. The upper part is called our nasopharynx. So this is our nasopharynx here. And there's a couple of structures that we can see here. These are the pharyngeal tonsils that are in the nasopharynx. And this is the opening for the auditory tube. So if we move further down here, this is the oropharynx in this region. And we can see right there, those are the palatine tonsils. And the tonsils here are the lingual tonsils. They are on the tongue. So this structure here is the tongue. Lastly, right here is the laryngopharynx. So that is the laryngopharynx. Moving back up to the mouth here. So once again, this is the tongue. The space above the tongue here is the oral cavity. And then the roof of our mouth here is called the palate. And so this part where you see bone is the hard palate. This area where there is no bone is the soft palate. And then this little thing that sticks down in the middle of our throat there, that is the uvula. So that is the uvula. So moving down here, we see this structure here. That is the epiglottis. So that is the epiglottis. And then here is where we find our vocal cords. These are true vocal cords here. These are false vocal cords. So these are our true vocal cords. Those are false vocal cords. This structure here is the thyroid cartilage. So that is the thyroid cartilage there. This structure here, and this as well as part of it, that structure right there is the cricoid or cricoid cartilage. So cricoid cartilage. And then below that, right here, is our trachea. So that's our trachea. So epiglottis, true vocal cords, false vocal cords, thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, trachea. You're seeing this divider here separating these organs, our larynx and trachea, from this organ, which is our esophagus.